What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to a different perspective. If you haven't already, do your boy a favor and hit that subscribe button for your boy, because over here we're dropping gems. We're dropping gems on the daily right now. So today we're going to talk about the topic of the modern day woman. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit frustrated right now because I already filmed this video. I just filmed a video not too long ago, stepped out, get me some iced coffee, came back, ready to sit here and edit, and then I noticed that there was a bunch of hiccups in the audio. It was bleeping, making a little static noise here and there during the speech, and it was just unusable. It was unusable content. I thought I could work with it, but no, have to do this all over again. So hopefully all this information will still be fresh in my mind. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the modern day woman and what we mean by the modern day woman when we're using that term. Now, because what I'm starting to see happening more is more and more women are coming over to this channel. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. We want you to be here. More and more women are coming over here to the channel, and they are confusing themselves maybe with this term, the modern day woman, or they're feeling as though they're being attacked when that term is not to be applied to everyone. Not every woman is a modern day woman. It's said that the modern day woman kind of started back in the early 60s, which is around the time when my mother and my aunts were born, which is why I have told you stories about how they were modern day women. But it's said that it started back then, so it's like any woman past then, some would think would be considered a modern day woman. But no, it's a mindset. Being a modern day woman is a mindset. And today we're going to break down what that mindset is and how it may or may not apply to you. All right? So, key indicator, and this is simple. This is very, very simple. You can say it in a few words to know whether or not you are a modern day woman is if you have a laundry list of things that you expect from a man with very little to offer him. Key indicator right there. A lot of women have a list of things that they want out of a man, but they themselves don't have a list of things that they can offer a man. What value they bring to the man. If that is you, then surprise, you're a modern day woman. There's a new hashtag that's going around on this channel. Hashtag too bad. We'll figure out how to use it. We'll figure out how to use it. But yes, if that applies to you, then you would be considered a modern day woman. Because as we've seen countless times before, if you're on the internet at all, if you watch videos on YouTube, there's been videos where guys will approach women and ask them, hey, what do you want the man to bring to the table? And they'll have this list of things that they want the man to bring to the table. And then you proceed to ask the woman, but what do you bring to the table? And the main answer that most women give is they are the table. That is the answer of a modern day woman. If that is your answer, you are a modern day woman. You can't be the table. Nobody is the table. The table is the relationship. The plates that you put on the table, that's what you as the individuals in the relationship have to offer the relationship. What are you bringing to the table? What are you putting on the table? What is the man putting on the table? The table is the relationship. So if that's your answer, you're a modern day woman, right? Other key indicator, because it's kind of layered. Like I said, you have the list of things that they want, and then they have little to offer or not knowing what they have to offer. But there's so many layers beneath that. So many layers beneath that. And let's talk about those things. So let's go down another layer. You have the women that may not know what they offer the relationship, and then you have the ones that think they know what they offer the relationship. If you're a woman and you believe that what you have to offer is your smarts, your career, your good paying job, your independence, you have your own home, your own car. If you feel that those are the things that you have to offer the relationship, then you're a modern day woman. Am I saying that's a bad thing? No. But it's a good thing for you. Because those things are things that you directly benefit from. But the things that you expect from a man, both of you benefit from. It doesn't do me any good that you went to school and got a college education. Yeah, maybe you can indirectly help me with some of my business opportunities and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm cool. Awesome. But the man that you want should already have all the things that you could help him with those little things that you think you bring to the table. Right? That's a modern day woman. Modern day woman, what she thinks she has to offer the man, she already is expecting the man to have. She's like, I have a good career. She wants him to already have a good career. I have a car and a home and I'm independent. She wants him to have a car and a home and to be independent. I'm smart. She wants him to be smart. I'm college educated. She wants him to be college educated. Those things may indirectly benefit him somewhat, but it's not a very clear indicator that those are things that both of you can benefit from in the way that women want men to be able to do for them. When a woman says she wants a man that makes a substantial amount of income, that's something that she benefits from as well. And then all the things that can come from the financial well-being of a man, an established man. So another layer beneath that, if you're a woman that does not know or ask men what it is that they want from women, congratulations. You're a modern woman. Welcome to the team. Y'all team. Too many women have a list of what they want from men. And I know I keep saying this list. I'm going to keep on saying it. Too many women want this list. Too many women have this list, but they don't know exactly what men are wanting from them. What's funny is the things that the modern day woman want from men the most cost so much. It costs so much financially. It's almost like, okay, I didn't hear you throw love in there. They don't do a lot of throwing the word love in there, but okay, we hear you. But the things that we want from women, and I got to talk about this too, the things that we want from women cost little to nothing. We as men, since the beginning of all of this, have wanted the same thing from women. It hasn't changed. We want women to be respectful. We want women to be caring. We want women to be feminine. We want women to bear our children, to continue our legacy and spread our seed. We don't want women to be argumentative. We want women to be led by us, and we want women to obey us. Right? And that goes into the being led by us part, right? This is a modern woman. The modern woman fights against all of those things. She fights against all of those things. She's argumentative. She may not be the most feminine because we want feminine women. She may not be the most feminine. If she's argumentative, she's probably not that much. She thinks she's alpha. There's no alpha females. There's only alpha males. If you're alpha, then that means you're more male, more masculine. We don't want a masculine woman. We want a feminine woman, right? And another thing that we want is a woman to have a low body count. We want women to have low body counts, right? We wouldn't want our daughters being ran through, so it's only right that we wouldn't want our women being ran through as well. And women know that. Women understand that, which is why they lie. The ones that do, they lie about their body counts. And usually the ones that got high body counts are the one that's lying the most. Let's say that. But I can count on one hand how many women I've been with without using the same finger twice. Don't give me that. We want women to have a low body count. If your body count higher than mine, that's an issue. That's an issue. Now let's not get this twisted. That's not a self-esteem thing on our behalf. It's as simple as this. Like I said before, women get it when they want it. Men get it when they can. If a woman can go out here and get it when she wants it, then she can have a plethora, an insane amount of men that she can sleep with. If men can only get it when they can, then it only makes sense that their body count would be lower, because the average woman typically sleeps with more men than the average man can acquire women. And then when you go up to attractiveness, the attractive woman can get more men than the attractive man can get. But the attractive man can get a lot of women. The successful man can get a lot of women. But even then, average women trump most successful or attractive men. Still. But when we go into the average guys, they're destroying them. That's why it's an issue. Being able to restrain yourself from the amount of guys that you can sleep with is powerful. There's this whole thing about the trophy wife, right? Most guys want their trophy wife. The trophy wife is being won by one man. If you came in second or third place, you're not getting the first place trophy. In order to be a trophy wife, you can't have had a bunch of men. You're not the trophy wife, you're just the wife. You're just a regular wife, you're not the trophy wife. The trophy is won by one. And I don't want to hear nothing in the comments about the whole team won the first place trophy. No. I'm talking about individual sports. The trophy is won by one. Everybody else get medals. At least back in the day, that's how it was. They trying to give all these dang old kids a trophy now. Like, dang, bro, you got last place. What you doing with that? Look, y'all know what I mean. Another key indicator of you being a modern woman is if you earn equal or more than the average male earner in America. If we're talking about America, the US, let's keep it on the West. If you earn equally or more than the average male, then you are pretty much directly a modern woman. Now, what will make you not be a modern woman if you earn as much or more than the average male would be if you do not use that and rub that in the man's face and you're still able to get along with a man that is earning equally as much as you or less. But what make you modern is if you earn more and you have an issue with the man that earns as much or less. That is another key indicator of a modern woman. Now, let's break it down so you can understand it, because I don't want nobody to take offense. I'm going to be telling you guys using actual statistical facts that prove this. And a lot of it comes from women's mouth, right? So, over the past 10 to 15 years, if you've been paying attention to media, paying attention to the news, they have been talking about this stuff. Studies have been coming out left and right of women saying, hey, look, it's hard for me to find a suitable male partner because of my career path that I have chosen for myself. I earn X amount. I'm looking for a man that is on my level or above. Jordan Peterson said it best. I've used this analogy before. I will use it again, especially for this video. It's important. Here's the dating scale, men and women, right? Men date across and below. Women date across and above. So what's happening there with these modern women is they're saying that, okay, I can't find a man that is on my level. I went to school, I got my degree, I work in this law firm, this, that, and the fourth. And the guys that are in my field, most of them are taken, they're married already. So I'm not finding enough guys that are suitable candidates that are on my scale, on my ladder. See, what has occurred in the modern time is that women have been earning more money. So now that they earn more, they expect more from men, right? Back in the day, it didn't used to be that way. This is why we're saying that women have changed while men have stayed the same. We know that when we come into this world, it's hard. It's hard for a man. A man has to earn, he has to put himself in a position to provide for a family. And it used to be women would wait for a guy that was going to be that man for her. The man that was going to provide and protect. The man that she was going to lay down and have children with. It didn't matter if she earned an income or not. But it kind of changed. There was a shift that occurred when women had to leave the house and go to work because their man was going to the army, the military, whatever it was. He had to go fight for his country. So women had to get into the workforce. And then when that occurred, then more and more women started to work and work and work. And as they began to realize that they can earn a substantial amount of income, and as they started to fight more for equal wages, what it is that they required of men started to change as well. Back in the day when I grew up, right? I was born in the 80s. I used to hear women say a lot in the 90s that, hell, as long as he got a job and a car, good enough for me. And he got that heart beating in his chest and that thing can get hard, good enough, good enough. And then as I got older, I still had that narrative in the back of my head, but then there was a new narrative that started to bleed in with it. So as I got older, I had the car, I had the job, but it wasn't enough. It was no longer enough for these modern women. Because media, social media, these TV shows, these movies and stuff, the Kardashians, keeping up with them. People was keeping up with them. And now look, the narrative has changed. The modern woman wants a successful man. Wealthy, rich, tall, good looking, handsome, in good shape. But she's not thinking about what she has to offer that successful man. Only what that man has to offer her. And if that's you, congratulations, you're a modern woman. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse because the even younger generation, these, what do they call, Generation Z? I don't know where we are in this stuff anymore. I think I'm a millennial. Generation Z, they really not thinking about what they have to offer the man. They don't want to clean nothing. They don't want to cook. They don't even know how to cook. Their mom, who is still a modern woman, never taught them. Kids, some of them maybe. They might want some kids. Most of them was probably just gonna end up getting knocked up by a mistake. Prime example, and not to get off topic, but prime example. Just yesterday, I was sending a post to a buddy of mine of this girl that we both know that just recently graduated high school, about maybe a year or two ago. 20 years old, belly, bump, already pregnant. She's a baddie, gorgeous, gorgeous girl. But now she's put herself in a position to where, all right, look, I'm young, I got a kid. My options are already about to decrease. She had so much ahead of her. She had so much life to live, to look forward to. She hasn't established no career. She ain't going to school. She's not doing a whole lot, but she's about to bring a kid into this world. And the only thing that she's been able to accomplish since graduating high school is partying her ass off. Because if you follow her, she was going out every single weekend. She was traveling the country with her friends and stuff, doing all this cool stuff, but she didn't give herself enough time of doing that stuff, living her life, before she settled down and had a kid out of wedlock with her little boyfriend. So going back to what I was saying about the dating scale. Men dating across and down, women dating across and up. As a woman climbs in her career, what she has available to her decreases. So if she's up here, she's still only dating across and up. While the man, when he climbs up, he has so much more available to him in regards to the women that he will date. Because the ones that are above him is such a small percentage of women that he doesn't even have to worry about them. He doesn't have to worry about the women that are earning more than he is, because it's such a small amount. And when you think about that in reverse for women, it's such a small amount. The higher you go, the lesser there is, the fewer there is above you as far as options are concerned. If a woman is constantly always going to be dating above her, and that's what you've been seeing popping up in the news for the past 12 to 15 years. Women are like, dang, there's not enough guys up here. As more women enter this realm, there's not enough guys for them up there. And an even worse reality than that, what's the percentage of women that are up there that are the high earners that are actually attractive? Because if you're up there and you're not that cute and you're making all this money and you got all these standards for a man and you're not that cute, let me put emphasis on that. Hashtag too bad. Because he don't have to choose you. He don't have to deal with you. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to come with a lot of headache for him as well, because the more money you make, the more entitled y'all tend to be. Because y'all feel like y'all have so much, so you got so much mouth as well. That's a reality. And you know where this is showing its face the most? In Asia. in Asia, in I think South Korea and Japan, it's been showing its ugly face the most. It's been popping up the most. So they're ahead of us. As far as technology and economics, they're ahead of us by maybe a decade, right? So if you look at the studies that's being shown over there, I think currently is 1.3 million women. And I don't know if it's South Korea and Japan or just Japan, but 1.3 million women over there that are not married, between the ages of 30 and 40. That's the crazy kicker right there, is the age gap is so small. I think it's between the ages either 30 and 40 or 30 and 50. The age gap is so small by 20 years, but the number of women that are single, without kids, no man, not married, never been married, is so large, like 1.3 million. Why? Because they chose careers. Instead of choosing love, choosing man, they chose careers. And it's hurting them. Because over there, unfortunately, there's nothing put into place to continue to provide for them if anything goes wrong. If they get sick, they're screwed. If they lose their job, they're screwed. They're not really earning a substantial amount of income. They just have a job. They don't have careers. They have a job that if they don't go to, they don't have enough money to pay their bills. And that same sort of thing is happening over here. If you want to look to see what your life could be like, look over there to what they're doing, because they're ahead of us. Those women had choose careers over getting married and getting with a man. Same thing is happening over here. I know a lot of single women here, specifically here in Atlanta, in their 30s, not married, no kids, and I will promise you, they're not happy. They got their jobs, they got their career, they're making money, but they wish they was spending their life with somebody. But they're the modern woman. They're too stubborn to admit it. Because their accolades. Oh, I went to school. I got multiple careers. I can't find a man on my level. They will only date guys that are on their level or above. And for them, being above them means their level. That's the other key indicator of a modern day woman, is that entitlement. Modern day women are the most entitled women on the planet. Another key indicator, I got another one. Like I said, there's so many layers to this. Another key indicator is they blame men instead of taking accountability themselves. So over there in Asia, right, they're blaming the men for their decisions. They're blaming the men instead of taking accountability themselves. So what they're looking for men to bail them out of the situation they put themselves in. This whole modern day woman thing, it is the way it is because of women. They aspired to earn a certain amount of income, which has put them in a position, because nobody forced them, but it has put them in a position to want the thing that makes sense. Them wanting a guy that is above them makes sense, because that's their genetic makeup. That's the way they've always been. They've always wanted someone above them. They always wanted a man that they can look up to and respect. Part of the reason why they want a man that's taller than them, so they can look up to him. They want that. They've always wanted that. They will always want that. But they want that, but they're also climbing up there to that. So as these regular guys, like a lot of us, as these regular guys are down here, they're passing us financially. Like, dang girl, where you going? So they're wanting what's up there with them, not realizing that there's not a whole lot of guys up there. Not enough. But fellas, because I know I got a bunch of my boys watching, think about this. Let's increase your value right quick on this simple thought. Something that I realized as of recently. I'm a successful, single, black male living in America, straight, with no kids, no baby mama drama, none of that BS. I'm rare. The amount of gorgeous women there is in this country, in this world, is common. Very, very common. Level up. Get your money up. Get your finances, get everything in order in your life so that you can be part of this rare group. Because once you become part of this group, you can get all the attractive women you want because they're common. Think of that, fellas. Think of that. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. You like this video, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, you can follow your boy on the gram, man, Twitter, at Artofkickz. Till next one.